Hey, what's up, guys? This is Courtside and Classy, where we learn the game, talk about the drama, and build confidence one episode at a time. I'm your host, Tatum, and this is my co-host.
Sire, I am her co-host, analyst.
So, last week, guys, we talked about the first round ending and where everybody was headed in their best-of-7 matchups, who won, who was headed to the second round, and who was going to Cancun. This week, we're going to talk about the second round. And there's already a lot going on. Way too much. Okay, so let's get started in the East with the Detroit Pistons, the number 1 seed, who are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, the number 4 seed. And it's been very, very interesting, guys. So Orlando ended up blowing a 3-1 lead, okay, against the Pistons. Their coach got fired. Head coach, he's going to Cancun. So the Pistons, they were facing elimination.
They were down 24 points in Game 6 against the Orlando Magic in Orlando. And somehow, some way, the Orlando Magic crumbled. They have these terrible stretches where they cannot score for like a long period of time. We're talking like 5-10 minutes where they just can barely put the ball in the basket. And then Detroit, they start creeping back and back and back. And then eventually they came back and won the game. That was Game 6. And at that point, Game 7 is in Detroit. Now Detroit has the edge. And they ended up taking care of business and coming back down 3-1. It was pretty impressive.
It's pretty incredible.
They crumbled because they got in that position to be down 3-1, but then they stepped up and they came back. So now we still have the 1 seed, guys.
Yeah. So the Orlando Magic is looking for a new head coach, like I said, after they fired Jamal Mosley. But my thing is, how you going to fire me when my players, I can't control them not scoring. I got us up 3-1. It's not my fault that they go on dry spells during the court and they just stop scoring. What am I supposed to do?
Well, think about it like this. If you're the coach, right? You're the head coach and this is happening on your watch, you got to call timeout. You got to drop.
True.
You got to drop out of bounds plays. You got to drop in-game plays. You got to run sets. Like, what does your offense look like?
But even if I do show my offense, if my offense can't finish,
but why
that's
are they
not
not
my
finishing,
fault.
though? If you have a guy like Paolo Banchero, superstar player, he's like a superstar player. You have Desmond Bain. You got the Wagner boys. Well, Franz Wagner went out, so that's a big loss for them. We talked about that.
Right.
They have a lot of talent, so they should be able to score.
I don't understand these dry spells.
So it looks really bad on the head coach. I'm not
so
sure.
You're saying it's his specific offense.
I'm not sure if he's an offensive coach.
Okay.
That happened on his watch.
So
3-1 leads are very embarrassing.
Yeah. It's very embarrassing in the basketball world, guys. Like, that should not happen. Like, if you do that, you lose your job. That's how serious it is.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers update on their first round matchup against the Toronto Raptors, we had another Game 7 this past weekend. Cleveland Cavaliers came out on top. Star center Jared Allen had a dominant 22-point, 19-rebound performance that helped the Cleveland Cavaliers win that game and move on.
They beat the Raptors, guys.
They beat the Raptors.
Oh, my gosh.
The Raptors put up a good fight that entire series. I got to give them credit. I thought they would be out in
Sire was talking a lot of trash, guys. You remember what he was saying? Roll back what he was saying.
It's been a blowout. Both games, in my opinion. I never thought Toronto was going to win either game.
All right, not too much.
So we'll see what happens when they go back to Toronto. They might be embarrassed in front of Drake, in front of Drizzy. He got the Iceman seats or whatever. He might get embarrassed. He might leave early.
He not going to leave early. I was rooting for the Raptors, guys.
They proved me wrong.
Sadly,
they impressed me.
They couldn't.
They still lost, but they impressed me. They put up a very Scotty Barnes. I'm a fan of Scotty Barnes. I like Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett. Yeah, they got a good squad. They have a pretty good squad. A lot of young
okay.
talent.
Now he says.
That was Jared Allen's first Game 7 of his career, and
really,
yeah,
wow,
that was his first Game 7 of his career.
I feel like
he had a quote I think a couple years ago saying like, "Oh, I think the playoff moment was too big for me" or something like that. He's grown. He's grown since then. He had a very dominant performance.
For sure.
So Cleveland Cavaliers are moving on, and now Detroit and Cleveland played each other, I believe, Monday. I think they played each other Monday, and Detroit got game 1.
1-0. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cade Cunningham had 23 points. He does what he always does.
They ended a 12-game losing streak against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the postseason. They have not won against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And do you know why, chat? That dates all the way back to 2007 when LeBron James was kicking the Detroit Pistons ass for about 2 decades. They have never won a game against the Cavaliers since LeBron has been there. Well, they won before, like, in the 2000s. But, like, since 2007, they have not won. They've gotten swept, I think, like 3 times.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
LeBron's
this is
been
big. This is big for them.
So, yeah, that's their first game that they won against Cleveland. It looks like they might win the series. I don't know. It's too early.
So let's do our series prediction. I'm going to take the Pistons.
I'm taking the Pistons, too. I think they're tougher. They're a better constructed team.
I feel like they're more competitive.
I think I trust them more. But Cleveland has more stars.
Cleveland does have more stars.
They got Mitchell. They got Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. They got Jared Allen now stepping up.
Yes.
Those 4 guys, if they can play at an all-star level together,
they would be great.
They can win this series.
They would be great.
So it just depends. Are they going to show up or not?
I just feel like Detroit has so much heart. When I see them play, it's just like, dang, like they're low-key a hard team to beat. Like they're hard to put away.
You see them come back 3-1. That's very impressive. So,
yeah. All right. So let's get into the Knicks, who faced off the Philadelphia 76ers, the 3 seed versus the 7 seed.
I'll talk about this one. Let me give you the Knicks update on their first round series. The Knicks finished the Atlanta Hawks in 6. In the worst playoff loss in franchise history.
All right.
Hold on to your butts for this one. 140-89. That was the final score.
140-89, guys. That's big.
Got boned. They got burnt.
That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
This is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They did this in Atlanta in front of who'd you say was gonna be there? Lotto.
Stop.
Lotto.
All right.
Who else was gonna be there? Quavo. All them Atlanta they went home early at halftime. What was the score at halftime? The halftime score was 83-36. Was the halftime score.
Guys, what happened?
The Knicks stepped up. That's what happened. The Knicks lived up to their potential. That's what I was saying. They were down. This is how you respond down 2-1. Win game 4, win game 5, win game 6. Done. Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, everybody showed up. Everybody. That was a team effort.
Yeah.
OG Anunoby. I gotta talk about
OG Anunoby. He's been playing amazing.
We'll get to him in this next series.
Oh,
in
for
the
sure.
second round.
This was the largest halftime deficit in NBA history, guys.
83-36.
Stop. This literally made history. That's crazy. That's an embarrassing loss for Atlanta. I'm embarrassed for ATO.
This is why I picked the Knicks to win the East.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
It's there for the taking. Take it. We had another game 7.
So what was I saying, guys? What did I say? Boston, what you gonna do? Boston. Oh. Guys, do you hear that? It's the sound of fossil fuels. Because Boston, they're on the plane right now. They're going to Cancun, guys.
Chat. Another team with a 3-1 lead. Walk down.
They're headed to Tulum. Guys. I'm I'm happy. As a Lakers fan, what did I tell you guys? What did I say? Nothing would make me more happy than a Boston round 1 upset. I have to laugh in their faces. I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. I'm a hater. I don't care.
The Celtics were 32-0 in series where they took a 3-1 lead up until this weekend.
Can you
The
believe that?
76ers were 0-18 in series where they trailed 3-1 until this weekend.
So they both defied. They switched roles, essentially. They switched roles.
Both franchises made history.
The 76ers defied odds, right?
Celtics, you made history. You made history this weekend.
So I was hating, but Joel Embiid, he came to play. I know I was saying he's on my glass list. He still is. We'll get to that in a second. But he put Boston away in Game 7 with 34 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. And also, I'm really starting to like Tyrese Maxey. He's a great addition, great companionship. He had 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. So you can imagine the type of game that they were playing, guys, against Boston. So the Celtics live by the 3, guys. They love to shoot the 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
They love to pull up and let it fly.
They had 49 three-point attempts in that Game 7. 49. They shot 26% from 3.
So
you live by the 3, you die by the 3. That's their philosophy. They're not very. If their 3 is not falling, they're gonna lose.
Jaylen Brown was labeled as a sore loser, and he was actually fined $50,000, guys, for talking about the officiating. So the NBA, they don't like that. If you didn't know, if you're a player and you talk about, the officiating or how you thought the game went or whatever, and you give some type of opinion that isn't in a bright light, the NBA will send you a fine.
He went on stream like the day after or the night of to voice his complaints about the refereeing. He's saying that they were targeting him, like, look out for these moves that Jaylen Brown is doing, just called a foul. But he was like, oh, Joel Embiid or whoever on the 76ers do the same move and they don't get the same foul call. He was voicing his opinion, but it looks like you're a sore loser because you just lost. You just blew a 3-1 lead. You can't really talk. You can't talk, bro. And you definitely can't go on the stream. You look crazy, bro. I mean, make your money. I get it. Whatever. But you got to take that criticism, though. They're going to call you a bum because you on stream crying. They're going to call you a crybaby. You got to take that, bro.
So that's what Jaylen Brown is going through right now, guys. So the Knicks are going on to face the 76ers. And
another blowout for the Knicks.
Yeah. So the Knicks, their offense, it was unstoppable. I hate to say it. I do.
Hate to say it.
I don't know why I'm a Knicks hater. It's because he's a Knicks lover. And
I'm not a lover.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a lover.
Guys,
I just want to see him win. They've been losing for so long.
Y'all see how he be? He liked them.
They've been losing for so long. I want to see him win, bro. And the fans be lit. New York be lit. I love to see it.
So Jalen Brunson had 35 points. I feel like the Knicks, their supporting cast, his supporting cast, they played amazing basketball. It was just, they played great. The 76ers, although they look gassed because they just had gotten their Game 7 victory. So a lot of people on Twitter I've seen have been talking about the way that these games are lined up and who's getting like lots of rest off and who's getting no rest off based on how long their series goes. So this would be an example of who didn't get any rest. The 76ers did not get any rest.
Well, that's the disadvantage of playing 7 games.
Exactly.
That team that won early, which is the Knicks, they won in 6. They're waiting for you. They get extra rest. So that's just the way it goes. If you want rest, you got to finish your opponent.
You got to finish. Like we were saying, guys, finishing in 4 games is the most ideal. It's hard to do, but it's ideal because you get rest. You get time off. Before your next matchup, you get to watch tape, you get to prepare. So the 76ers, it seems like they just weren't ready. They weren't prepped. Mr. Glass missed game 2.
Mm.
Mr. Joel Embiid, I'm talking to you because he was balling out. Game 1, they're gassed. All right. Game 2, where you at? You got to show up game 2. All right.
This game was much closer. It was a slugfest back and forth. OG Anunoby scored 24 points for New York, but he did leave the floor late in that fourth quarter with the hamstring strain we just found out today. So OG Anunoby, it's time to talk about OG Anunoby. Excuse me. How good of a player he is.
He's a great player.
He's built like LeBron.
6'9".
6'9", 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
Super athletic, can shoot the three like nobody's business, and is one of the best defenders in the league. Yes, it's true. You just gotta look it up. This guy is a winner. I love watching him play. He's one of my favorite players in the league right now.
He's very, very entertaining.
Yes, very, very much
Sire
so.
does
If they're missing him, they're up 2-0 right now. So Joel Embiid is banged up for Sixers, and now OG Anunoby goes down. So these are two guys, very,
very important players that are now out.
Very important. So it's going back to Philly, game 3 and 4. So we're gonna see if Philly can make this series competitive. Because if they lose this next game, they're down 3-0, and we know what happens when you go down 3-0. It's over.
Right.
So they need to win this next one.
They do, but I don't know because you know what? Let's get into Mr. Glass. He came back from what? He had his appendix removed. What did he have? Mm-hmm. An appendectomy. He had an appy, and now he has a right ankle sprain and right hip soreness. So this is what I was talking about, guys. It's always something. It's just, there's just players like that, I guess. Yeah, me and Sire were talking about this, and I was saying, why is this happening? But also, if you guys don't know, this is usually the season where players start to go down because the league, they've been playing for so long. They've been playing since the fall.
You just can't rely on Joel, bro. Ankle
He's
and
not
rib.
reliable.
When did these injuries happen? I didn't see.
Well, it's just...
When did that happen? Ankle and rib, bro? Like,
so...
dude, it's one thing after another.
All the time.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, let's get into the West because you guys know the West is the best. We got the Spurs and Minnesota. Let's give you an update on the Timberwolves. Minnesota, they didn't need to be 100% to finish off the Nuggets. Okay? They didn't need Dante DiVincenzo. They didn't need Ant-Man. They didn't need Ayo Dosunmu. They ended up putting Denver in the coffin. And what did I also say? I would love to see a Denver first round upset. So I'm loving the way this is headed, guys. I'm loving to see the Celtics. They're in Tulum right now as we speak. Denver, they're in Cancun as we speak. I'm on Hay Watch. As a Lakers fan, I'm on Hay Watch. So the Timberwolves are going on to face against the San Antonio Spurs. Mr. Victor Wembanyama will be facing them. And after game 1, where Wemby had an astonishing historical night, 12 blocks. He had 12 blocks.
Triple-double with blocks. Very impressive.
The Spurs basically destroyed the Timberwolves. It was 133-95.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 38-point difference, guys.
The Timberwolves won game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the Spurs, they have to steal back home court advantage in Minnesota. So this is going to be an interesting series. It's probably going to go pretty long. I'm
excited for this one.
I was very excited.
This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is back and he looks 100%. He looks great.
I told you guys, Anthony Edwards is so competitive. He's very competitive. He's so hard to face off and put away in a series. Denver couldn't do it. Jokic was struggling with Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves had just been able to play without their star players. And so with their biggest star player, you can see that they're forced to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, so let's talk about my team, the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, who are now in round 2. They have made it to round 2, guys. I remember last time we were talking, the Lakers were actually playing against the Rockets, so we didn't know how the series was going to end. I'm here to tell you the Lakers won the series in a Game 6 victory against the Houston Rockets.
They finally handled business.
We put them away, guys. There was no Kevin Durant still. We still have no Luka. We did have Austin Reeves, however. We did have Austin Reeves. He's back. He's not on IR anymore. Injury reserve. So our date is going to be with the number 1 seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And remember, we were talking about OKC, and we were saying that they swept Phoenix. They ended their series in 4 games and sent them to Cancun. So now we're facing off with them. And I think I had a little bit of hope that I still have hope that the Lakers can do it. That's just because I'm a Lakers fan. I'm always have like a little bit of hope. But like if we all play accordingly, if Luka comes back, which he still hasn't, we can make some magic happen. But Austin Reeves has to show up. If Austin Reeves doesn't show up, that's not possible. And that's exactly what happened in Game 1.
Austin Reeves had 8 points. Had 8 points in Game 1 against Oklahoma City Thunder. The entire starting 5, other 4 starters had scored double figures except Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves wants a contract extension this summer. He wants to get paid $40 million a year. You got to show me that you worth that, though. Because yesterday it didn't look right. We're going to have to beat this team. OKC's not going anywhere. So if you can't compete, at least compete and play well against them,
yeah,
then it's going to be hard to pay you $40 million, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Step up. We played today, so we're going to see. We need them to step up.
We're going to see how Austin Reeves responds because we played today, guys.
LeBron looked like the best player on the court, as always, even better than Shea.
He kept us in it. LeBron was literally the reason we were still in it by halftime.
You know what was so...
He had 16 points in the first, 24 minutes.
I was watching this game. We were watching this game with my dad, and he was commenting, the commenters keep making comments like, oh, it's going to be a miracle if the Lakers win this series. It's going to be a miracle if they can even compete. We're Lakers fans. We're not used to hearing that.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear, oh, it's going to be a miracle if we can compete. No, we want to win. Yeah. We want to be the best team. We want to be OKC.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. You can't even have a chance against the best team in the league. You're the 4 seed. At least, you know what I mean? We're looking competitive. It's a miracle that we even look competitive without Luka Doncic. We have to keep things in perspective, right?
Without Luka,
we don't have our best player.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that we don't have a chance, this is embarrassing, bro. And you know who it is really embarrassing for? Rob Pelinka.
Oh my goodness.
Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss. This is on you.
So wait.
When we put our bench players on the court and OKC puts their bench players on the court, we put bums out there. And then they put first round picks off the bench, multiple of them.
You gotta slow down. Y'all see how he's getting all worked up?
This is embarrassing.
Y'all see how Sire get worked up?
This is embarrassing.
So you gotta
y'all make first round picks. We got Dalton Connect and Ronnie James and Dude Theroux. Niggas can't even play right now.
Let me give y'all some background because he's not going to. Jeannie Buss is the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, and Rob Pelinka is the general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, they make the big decisions about who comes on the team, who plays for the Lakers, the players that we get, and how we handle, our team as a whole.
They make all the moves. They sign the players.
They make the big moves. They get paid the big bucks. Rob Pelinka is co-signed by Kobe Bryant. We love Rob. I love Rob. Rob is the reason that we got Luka. If Rob didn't pick up that phone...
Rob is the reason we lost Alex Caruso. Rob is the reason we built the whole championship team.
Rob
is the reason we got Russell Westbrook, and
Rob
that shit ended terribly.
Rob has some things that could be addressed.
Terribly.
But I'm not for the Rob hate.
He should be on the hot seat.
Oh my goodness.
Dead ass. He should be on the hot seat this summer.
Let's get
he
in.
got one more summer to get the right. And he's done. We got new owners. You know what new owners do? They get rid of the managers who don't do the job. Rob, you need to do your job or you're done. You're done.
Oh my gosh. How he thought he felt.
That's how I feel. So the Thunder are up 1-0.
So
they blew us out.
The Thunder are beating us. They blew us out, guys.
It was competitive. It was competitive for about 3 quarters. And 4th quarter, they pulled away.
Jared Vanderbilt. Let's talk about Vando.
Oh, yeah.
That's my guy. I love his Instagram slides. If you guys find Vando's Instagram and you look through his slides, they're very funny, very entertaining. Anyways, that's not the point. Vando ended up leaving the game with an injury. Can you guys guess what happened to him? He's going up to try to block a ball, ends up hitting the backboard, dislocating his pinky out of socket to the point where the bone rips out of his skin. So Jared Vanderbilt did not come back. The whole bench, actually, the whole OKC's whole bench on their end of the court where it happened, they were like, when they saw his finger. And I was like, when I saw the picture, because it is very disturbing. It just sticks out a little bit off the side. You can see the bone coming out. So he was yelling in pain on the court.
Yeah, he probably not coming back.
Yeah, so that's going to have to heal. But let's talk about some of the issues that the Lakers did have that I'm not endorsing. Okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder, had 7 turnovers, which is unlikely, which is not like him. And the Lakers did not capitalize off of it. Let me say that again. The Lakers did not capitalize off of 7 turnovers from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is uncanny. For the fact that he did this in game 1 off of rest, okay, that's probably the excuse. But we didn't capitalize off of that. Jake LaRavia was out there doing I don't know what, just looking busy.
Jake should not be in the game.
He was just looking busy.
This is what I'm talking about. We have no choice but to play Jake LaRavia. We just lost Jared Vanderbilt. We have no choice. We have to put Barney James and Jake LaRavia and whoever.
Which is also why Sire has such issues with Rob Pelinka, because we don't have a bench. We don't have a bench. OKC played 11 of their players. 11 players.
And they're all ballers.
So for reference, there's only 5 players on the court from each team at a time. That's 10 players on the court. OKC played 11 players. They have a bench. They have backup guys, and those backup guys come out and do their job. Jared McCain, who was actually traded from the 76ers. Can you guys believe that? So if you don't know, Jared McCain from TikTok, he's on TikTok, and he's famous on TikTok for doing little dances. But Jared McCain was ultimately drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers. And they ended up trading him after I think he tore his meniscus. He went out for some time. When he came back, he played a couple games. He wasn't like the same. He didn't jump back in. They traded him. They gave a young, on the verge, healthy player to a young team like Oklahoma City. And now Jared McCain is coming out splashing threes like nothing. And the Lakers, they didn't know what to do. We had no response for it. Yeah, we tried.
He looked great off the bench, and we don't have a player like that.
Maybe you could say
Luke Kennard. We got a Luke Kennard guy.
Yeah. But Luke he's not as consistent as I need him to be.
We need him to be more aggressive. We have to, because these other guys, I don't know, bro. We did a good. I'll give us credit. Some positives I could take from the game 1. We did a good job on Shai. Those forced 7 turnovers were because of our defense. We swarmed him. We double-teamed him.
Yeah.
We got the ball out of his hands. That's what you have to do.
We just couldn't
can't let Shai beat
us.
us. But Chet also went off, so we're going to have to deal with that. Our starting 5, other than Reeves, they played pretty well. Aiden played okay. I'm going to need him to be a little more efficient. He had 10 points. He can do better.
Yeah.
Smart played well. Rui
Smart played very good, I think.
Rui's been
Rui
great.
has been very consistent in his shooting.
Rui has been
I'm
great.
very happy with his shooting.
He's competing on defense. He's knocking down his threes. He's being aggressive, taking the ball to the paint. His mid-range is solid. He's just a great player right now.
I'm loving the way Rui came to play in the playoffs.
And LeBron, we already know LeBron is great.
Consistent.
LeBron's been the best player on the court, what he was on game 1. So we'll see. We'll see how long he can keep this up, man. We need Luka, man.
Luka, come back.
We'll have a chance.
Has it been 8 weeks yet? They said the original thing was...
I think it'll be 6 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
This weekend or something.
Yeah, no. We need Luka back. Luka, come on, bro.
We need... Reeves has to be our second best player, if not our first, for us to have a chance.
Yeah.
So he needs to step up.
Yeah, he has to step up. Reeves, you're on the hot seat. It was DeAndre Ayton, and now it's you. So I would love to see a response tonight. Get yourself out the hot seat. I'm begging you. That's it for today's episode of Courtside and Classy. I hope this helps you feel a little bit more confident in the game, the rules, the rivalries. I'm your host, Tatum.
I'm your co-host and analyst, Sire.
And thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you courtside.
Peace.